Everyone, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. As you know, I'm a double board certified integrative and interventional clinical psychologist with a postgraduate specialization in functional medicine. I'm also a certified wellness instructor, best-selling author and speaker, and the director for the Center for Integrative and Functional Health and Wellness. As you know, the purpose of the show is to get you thinking about how powerful your mind is and what you can do right now to change your life for the better. So this show, Mind Over Matters, is going to challenge you to think differently about how your health can be improved, your relationships, your ability to increase your life's satisfaction. And it really centers around taking a holistic approach to your life. So my goal is to educate and empower you to live a life by design, a life on purpose and with passion, and certainly with positive results. So to that end, I want to start the show asking a provocative question. Do you need to detox in this toxic world? Maybe you need to detox from yourself. Maybe a detox would help you to be able to deal with your friends and family better. I wondered this morning on the way in, could detoxing your body and brain actually allow you to detox from other things? Could cleaning out your brain and body actually help bulletproof you from the infections, including COVID-19? Is that even possible? So I want to explore these possibilities on today's show, Detoxing in a Toxic World. So today, my featured guest is Dr. Alejandro Junger. He's one of the nation's leading functional medicine doctors, and he's with us today to help educate us and equip us with knowledge that could literally save your life. So he's the author and the creator of the Clean 7 Detox program. I want to welcome you, Dr. Junger, to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your credentials, and then, of course, I want to take a deep dive and get some of the answers to these questions. So help us learn a little bit about who you are.
Well, you said my name is Alejandro Junger, and I was born in Uruguay in South America about 56 years ago, where life was very simple, where there were no supermarkets. My mom used to prepare meals from scratch, and maybe it take her all day long to do that. And I went to medical school, and I was practicing sports. Life was good and healthy by default.
Okay.
Now, after I finished medical school, I went to New York to do my internship and residency in internal medicine and my fellowship in cardiology.
Okay.
And life was so different there that I started getting sick. One of the things that I noticed about life being different, obviously, it was the hours of work, sometimes days in a row being on call, no time for sports, eating on the fly in the hospital cafeteria, which is designed to make people sick.
Yes.
And then when I had a little time, I used to go to a vending machine and grab some, 2-minute stuff that you put in the microwave. And so slowly, I started gaining weight. I started having difficulty digestion. Then I started having allergies. And when I say allergies, it was like itching and sneezing, sometimes all day long.
Wow.
Imagine seeing patients and you're sneezing and you have to blow your nose. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But the most of the scariest symptoms were my depression, this sense of gloom. I couldn't function.
Wow.
So I decided to take a couple of days off and see some specialists. The hospital where I was training had all these mavericks and these great doctors. So I took a couple of days off and went to a gastroenterologist, an allergist, and a psychiatrist, and I was given 3 diagnoses.
Yeah, of course.
Severe allergies, severe depression, and irritable bowel syndrome. And I finished those consultations, and I ended up with 7 prescription medications.
Wow. And sadly, that's not unusual.
Unusual. This is 7 was little for all the symptoms that I was having. So I went home, I looked at these prescriptions, and I had this really strong gut feeling, that this was not the solution for me. I just didn't want to take 7 pills 3 times a day just to function.
Of course not. You'd get sicker and sicker.
Yeah. So I took a right turn and started looking for a different solution for answers to my health issues that didn't include selling prescription medication.
Mm-hmm.
So that took me on a long journey. I ended up somehow in a monastery in India, learning meditation and exchanging what I was learning with what I could offer,
Mm-hmm.
which was being a cardiologist. And then I was put there to run the clinic, which included doctors from all kinds of schools.
Mm-hmm.
Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese medicine, chiropractic medicine, naturopathic medicine.
Wow.
And, meditation teachers, massage therapists,
Sure.
all kinds of therapists.
Truly integrative. Truly.
Well, I had at that time never heard of the word or the concept of integrative medicine.
Mm-hmm.
But there I was in India running a clinic, which was the most integrative medicine clinic I have ever seen since. So we would put a patient in a circle, and every doctor would start asking their own questions. And then at the end, we would all discuss what we've understood
Mm-hmm.
and what each one of us would do.
Fantastic.
And then we all chose either one path or a combination of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I started seeing incredible results.
That's collaborative medicine. That truly is. That's collaboration.
Yeah, exactly. So at one point, I started following some of their advice too.
Mm-hmm.
And I started getting better.
Yeah.
And a little bit of the Ayurvedic diet, some Ayurvedic supplements,
Mm-hmm.
and meditation. And slowly my symptoms started improving.
Yeah.
But at one point I had to come back to the United States
Mm-hmm.
and start practicing again. I ended up going to Palm Springs, and I was hired by a very successful cardiologist who had a big practice.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big business. And in order for him to be able to justify my salary, I had a quota. I had a number of patients, of minimum patients that I had to see a day.
Yeah, and that is the norm. That's really the norm in today's, prevailing healthcare model. Hey, Doc, we're going to have to go to break real quick, but I just want to comment that, I really love how you sought out a journey, and not just a medical journey, but a journey of overall wellness. You mentioned, Ayurvedic medicine. You mentioned chiropractic. I really want to learn more about that journey, and then the conflict.
Just to clarify before the break,
Mm-hmm.
You said, I admire how you did that. It wasn't really something that I did from an altruistic point.
No, I get it. You were seeking solutions.
I did it because I was desperate.
Yeah, no, I get it. And sadly, that's the situation that we see so much of in the country today. I mean, one of our specialties at the Center for Integrative and Functional Health and Wellness is we're collaborative. We've got these, integrative healthcare providers, and when people come to see us, they almost always are in a desperate place because they've gone the rounds of medication, they've gone to specialists, and they're told the same thing. Well, watch it, or it's all in your head. I don't know what to tell you. Your labs are fine. And so I get that it came out of a place of desperation, but I think beyond that, your journey has led you to say, wait a minute, there's a different way. And this is what I want you to share with our listeners when we come back. So stick around. You're listening to Mind Over Matters. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon, with our very special guest, Dr. Alejandro Junger. We'll be right back.
Want vibrant health, more energy, improved weight loss, or even better sleep than you've had in years? TI22 Nutrition has you covered. We offer the best plant-based supplements in their purest form. Our supplements are combined in power packs to create a synergistic effect when taken together. TI22 stands for titanium, and we are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Order now. Visit TI22nutrition.com. Stronger bodies, stronger minds.
Do you or a loved one suffer from depression and medications just aren't working? Do the debilitating side effects associated with most antidepressants make them impossible to take? We can help. At the Center for Integrative and Functional Health and Wellness, in partnership with Brainstem, we offer transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a safe and effective drug-free treatment option that can dramatically improve your quality of life. In fact, the majority of our clients experience a significant improvement in mood, with many achieving complete remission. TMS is FDA approved and covered by most insurance companies for the treatment of depression, and has also been shown to be effective in treating other mood disorders like OCD, PTSD, and anxiety. If medications aren't working for you now, chances are they never will. Let us help. Call our TMS Center today at 630-451-8030. That's 630-451-8030. Or visit us online at thecifhw.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. You're listening to our show titled Detoxing in a Toxic World. If you've missed any of it, you can catch a rebroadcast on this great station, or you can check us out online at thecifhw.com. Again, thecifhw.com. If you've got questions, comments, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at healthandwellness@thecifhw.com. You can check us out online, www.thecifhw.com. I just want to invite you to take a moment and reflect on how you're doing in this very unique situation. If you're struggling like so many people, maybe you're dealing with increased stress or anxiety or fear, know that there is help out there for you. If you're in an absolute crisis situation, you can text the suicide crisis line at 741-741. That is the National Suicide Prevention text, or you can call them directly at 800-273-TALK. Again, 800-273-TALK. If you are needing to talk to a good therapist or counselor, or really get in for a good consultation, a functional medicine consultation, a wellness evaluation, we are taking new patients. We can see you same day or next day. We can do that, via telephone or a virtual visit. We're certainly still seeing patients in person with all the precautions, but you can give us a call, 630-980-1400. Again, 630-980-1400. Also would invite you to join us for our Facebook Live event this coming Monday. It is April 27th. It's Understanding the Coronavirus, How to Survive and Thrive. We'll be giving you the latest research, the latest interventions on what you can do to get healthy and stay healthy. And then on Tuesday, April 28th, 6 p.m., Facebook Live, it's Coping with Quarantine. We've got a great reception from that. So again, facebook.com/thecifhw.com. Again, facebook.com/thecifhw. Monday, April 27th, Understanding the Coronavirus, Surviving and Thriving. And then Tuesday, April 28th, Coping with Quarantine. So again, welcome back to the show, Detoxing in a Toxic World. We are talking with Dr. Alejandro Junger. And Doc, you were saying that really your journey into integrative medicine was, really the result of a very desperate place where, your health was just completely deteriorating. And then you find yourself coming back to the States, really getting, immersed right into our conventional medical model, which is production and profit based. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So when I came back to the United States from India, I was hired by a very successful cardiologist in Palm Springs who had a contract with an insurance company, and it was mostly older people, and you wouldn't believe what I saw.
I'd believe it, but I think our listeners would be shocked.
So there were 4 hospitals in the area, and the insurance company was always negotiating the fees that they would have to pay to the hospital. And when one hospital didn't give in to the reductions of prices that they were demanding, they would cancel their permission to send patients there.
Wow.
So every morning in this private practice, we would get a fax that would tell us which hospitals we wouldn't be sending patients that day.
Wow.
And my practice, this man could only really justify my salary if I saw enough patients, which translated to 7 minutes per patient.
Yeah, and that is still the average doctor's visit. How are we supposed to teach patients how to get healthy and stay healthy if we're, within 7 minutes? It's barely enough to say hello, get your vitals, and get you a prescription written. And sadly, that is the norm.
Well, the way that I understand medicine and healing these days, 7 minutes, it's not even enough in most cases to make a human connection.
That's right.
And without human connection, there is no true healing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a disaster.
It really is. To say it's a travesty is an understatement. And I think that's one of the reasons so many people are struggling today with chronic degenerative illness, and why we've got so many complications with the COVID-19 is because the American healthcare system is absolutely broken. It's production driven, it's profit driven. So then what?
I see it different with COVID-19.
Yeah.
The reason that we are all suffering from COVID-19 is because we are a species with an immune depressed system.
Oh yeah,
system.
It's from lifestyle. It's absolutely from lifestyle. And so tell us about that. You talk about the importance of detoxification in today's toxic world, and we talked about lifestyle being really 95% our responsibility. You said you were working long hours, you had a poor diet. What is it about detox in today's toxic world? Tell us about that.
So the way I discovered these things is because in my search, I got better in India, then I came back to the United States, and I get sicker than I was before.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went back to the hospital cafeterias and back to eating on a run. So basically, to make a long story short, I found the concepts and practices of detoxification, which not only completely eradicated all my symptoms, but I looked and felt 10 years younger.
Absolutely.
And I just couldn't believe that this was not taught in medical school.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I became obsessed with understanding it, and I'm still studying it, but it allowed me to design programs for people
mm-hmm.
through food and certain supplements and certain activities that really give results like are in the realm of the miraculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
But the miraculous thing is not what we do. The miraculous thing is that the body has the innate ability to heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
We're just messing it up because of the way we live.
Absolutely. So you developed this Clean 7 detox program. Introduce us to that before we had to break. What is that?
Clean 7 is a 1-week detox program based on principles of functional medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, and intermittent fasting.
Okay.
Which when put together, it's just incredible what happens to people.
Mm-hmm. It's the 1, 2, 3 punch. Boom! Here you go on your journey to health and wellness. So functional medicine, real quick, what is that for our listeners?
Functional medicine is what would happen to regular doctors if they were taught to think like Eastern medicine doctors.
Mm-hmm.
So functional medicine doesn't really go to appeasing and killing symptoms.
Yeah.
It goes to find the root of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it's based on the idea that the body is always trying not only to function well, but also to correct its dysfunctions and to heal and repair. But there's two things that doesn't let that process happen. One of them is that there may be things that are lacking.
Mm-hmm.
Many of us are lacking nutrients.
Yeah, most people.
And many nutrients are very important, essential for certain functions in the body. So if you don't have them, those functions will not be fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
At least not fully.
Right. So it's really, go ahead.
And then the other problem is that there are obstacles for all these things to happen.
Yeah.
For example, heavy metals.
Mm-hmm.
Mercury, for example. Mercury attaches itself and confuses the cells, and it can present as many problems, even psychiatric problems.
Yeah, all the time. And we saw this in our practice all the time.
These obstacles that we encounter in our modern toxic world interfere with the body.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally.
Functional medicine says that when you remove the obstacles and you add whatever was lacking, everything corrects by itself.
Yeah.
And your body gets its natural ability to heal itself restored.
Yeah, that's how it works. It is remarkable, and it can seem quite miraculous, but that's how we're designed. You're listening to Mind Over Matters with my very special host, Dr. Alejandro Junger. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Do you or a loved one suffer from depression and medications just aren't working? Do the debilitating side effects associated with most antidepressants make them impossible to take? We can help. At the Center for Integrative and Functional Health and Wellness, in partnership with Brainstem, we offer transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a safe and effective drug-free treatment option that can dramatically improve your quality of life. In fact, the majority of our clients experience a significant improvement in mood, with many achieving complete remission. TMS is FDA approved and covered by most insurance companies for the treatment of depression, and has also been shown to be effective in treating other mood disorders like OCD, PTSD, and anxiety. If medications aren't working for you now, chances are they never will. Let us help. Call our TMS Center today at 630-451-8030. That's 630-451-8030. Or visit us online at thecifhw.com.
Want vibrant health, more energy, improved weight loss, or even better sleep than you've had in years? TI22 Nutrition has you covered. We offer the best plant-based supplements in their purest form. Our supplements are combined in power packs to create a synergistic effect when taken together. TI22 stands for titanium, and we are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Order now. Visit TI22nutrition.com. Stronger bodies, stronger minds.
Everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. You're listening to Mind Over Matters. We're talking about detoxing in a toxic world. I've got a very special guest, Dr. Alejandro Junger. If you've missed any of the show, you can catch a rebroadcast on this great station, or you can check us out online at www.thecifhw.com. Again, thecifhw.com. I want to invite you to join us for our upcoming Facebook Live presentations, Monday, April 27th, Understanding Coronavirus, Surviving and Thriving. I'll bring you the latest research on what you can do to achieve optimal health and wellness. Certainly with Dr. Alejandro's insights and expertise, we're better able to do that. And then on Tuesday, April 28th, Coping with Quarantine. Both of these Facebook Live events are at 6 p.m. on our Facebook page. So it's facebook.com/thecifhw.com. Also, if you're dealing with any kind of severe depression, anxiety, stress-related illness, I want to invite you to schedule an appointment with us, 630-980-1400. Now more than ever, the CDC, the World Health Organization, the American Psychological Association, Psychiatric Association, Medical Association, all urging you to absolutely take care of your mental health issues, your physical health issues now more than ever. We are seeing patients virtually. We can do a telephone consultation. We can do in-person if you're comfortable with that. We're taking all precautions and then some. Give us a call, though, 630-980-1400. We want to make sure that you're taken care of during this time. On a lighter note, we've actually got a great opportunity for you to participate in a fun summer job with Western DuPage Special Recreation Association. They are actually hiring. So to apply, go to WDSRA.com, click the Join Our Team button. They are doing virtual interviews. They are going on now. It's a great organization. It's recreational opportunities for children, teens, and adults with special needs, and it's all virtual right now. It's incredible what they're doing. So they are seeking part-time employees. So again, go to WDSRA.com, click the Join Our Team button, and get yourself set up for a virtual interview because life goes on. And to that end, I want to thank Dr. Alejandro Junger for being on our show because he's sharing with us how you can actually reclaim your health and wellness. Doc, we left off talking about functional medicine, but you also integrate intermittent fasting and Ayurvedic medicine. What is Ayurvedic medicine? I don't think a lot of our listeners are familiar with that, but it's so powerful.
Ayurvedic medicine is the classical medicine of India. And this was, it's understood as if God himself gave some enlightened beings the instruction manual of this machine, which is the body. And it's unbelievable because it's been used for 5,000 years. And it has very powerful tools.
So it's really, it predates Hippocrates, who is, still known as the father of modern medicine. He says, let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. What kind of things does Ayurvedic medicine incorporate? You talk about herbs, you talk about mindfulness, you talk about nature. Is that included in this prescription for optimal health and wellness that we call Ayurvedic medicine?
Ayurvedic medicine is the manual dictated by nature.
Mm-hmm.
So it is all about respecting the laws of nature.
So how does that affect our physical body?
Well, we are part of nature.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're living in a delusion. The delusion is that we're separate.
Mm-hmm.
That it is us, and then there is the world. But in Ayurvedic medicine, the world, the planet, is considered an animal. And the rivers are its arteries, and the forests are its lungs. And people are like red blood cells running around this organism.
Mm-hmm.
So we are just part of a whole, and this whole was designed beautifully by nature.
Mm-hmm.
If you look around, if you go to natural places where humans have not, made it modern and stuff, the animals living in the wild, in the way that nature designed them to live, where nature designed them to live, and eating what nature designed them to eat, don't get chronically sick.
Mm-hmm.
There are no monkeys with depression.
Right.
There are no elephants with autoimmune diseases. So we have departed from the ways of nature, and we're paying the price.
Yeah. Well, tell us, why is connecting with nature so important? Why is it important for vibrant and long-lasting health?
Well, let's put it this way. What is it different about what we're doing
mm-hmm.
that is not in alignment with nature? Right?
Great question, yeah.
So, for example, nature put inside of us and inside of all animals this mechanism called the fight or flight. So when an animal is confronted with a tiger that wants to eat it, it activates this mechanism that allows the animal to escape. And so it makes the adrenal glands release adrenaline and noradrenaline, and the muscles get pumped up, and you get higher blood pressure, your pupils dilate, all your senses are acute. So nature is giving you the best chances to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And either the tiger will eat the animal or the animal will survive. If the animal survives, everything goes back to normal. The animal later will be eating grass or catching other animals, but life is fine.
Yeah.
But in the way that we live, this mechanism is activated 24/7.
All the time on high alert.
Why? Because we have this thing called the mind, which is incredible, because the mind, if it perceives that a tiger is chasing you, even if it isn't, it will activate these reactions.
Mm-hmm.
So in this crazy mind that we have these days, we are thinking all day long, we are imagining things all day long, and our bodies are reacting accordingly. So for example, I was in New York, in the subway, going to the hospital, having a fight in my head with my boss, who I was going to see in half an hour,
mm-hmm.
and he was telling me horrible things, and I was telling him horrible things, and we were having this fight, and my body was in a fight or flight reaction.
Sure.
Now, nothing was happening around me. I was just sitting in the subway. So this is the state that we all live in.
Yeah, high alert, fight or flight, all the time.
We are all running from the tiger, and the tiger is in our head.
Mm-hmm. And then we complicate it further with other lifestyle factors such as, a poor choice of food, not getting enough sleep, not attending.
That's the other unnatural thing we do. For example, you don't see animals in the wild having breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacking all day long. Animals in the wild are basically mostly looking for food.
Yeah.
And when they find it,
They're
they have
active.
a feast. And then the rest of the time, they keep on looking for food.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a alternation of imposed episodes of fasting
Mm-hmm.
and episodes of feasting.
So
the animals go from feasting to fasting.
yeah.
And we live in a constant feasting state.
We do. And then we don't get enough sleep. One of the things that animals have on us, they know when to rest too.
Yeah, they go to sleep when the sun comes down,
Mm-hmm.
and they wake up when the sun comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
Except if you're a nocturnal animal.
so I want to hear more about then applying the 7 principles or the principles of Clean 7 to your daily life, and how the pillars.
So for my Ayurvedic medicine, I use the principle of the body constitution. Ayurvedic medicine says that the planet and everything in it is influenced by the energies of what they call the 5 elements.
So hold that thought, because we're going to go to break. But when we come back, you've totally piqued my interest about what these 5 elements are. Stick around. You're listening to Mind Over Matters. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon, with my very special guest, Dr. Alejandro Junger. We'll be right back.
Want vibrant health, more energy, improved weight loss, or even better sleep than you've had in years? TI22 Nutrition has you covered. We offer the best plant-based supplements in their purest form. Our supplements are combined in power packs to create a synergistic effect when taken together. TI22 stands for titanium, and we are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Order now. Visit TI22nutrition.com. Stronger bodies, stronger minds.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Mind Over Matters. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. As you know, I'm a double board certified integrative and clinical psychologist with a postgraduate specialization in functional medicine. You're listening to our show, Detoxing in a Toxic World. We've got a very special guest, Dr. Alejandro Junger, and he's here talking to us about the Clean 7. If you've missed any of the show, you can catch a podcast on this great station, or you can check us out online. It is thecifhw.com. Again, thecifhw.com. If you've got questions, comments, I'd love to hear from you. You can send me an email, healthandwellness@thecifhw.com. If you want to schedule a consultation for your own integrative and functional health and wellness evaluation, we are accepting new clients. We can do a virtual visit. We can do a telephone consultation. We can certainly see you in person. But give us a call, 630-980-1400. And to that end, we want to make sure that you're staying safe during this time of crisis and uncertainty. If you're feeling suicidal, I want to urge you to reach out to the suicide hotline. That is 800-273-TALK. Again, 800-273-TALK. Or you can send a text that says TALK to 741-741. Again, if it's a non-crisis situation, please see your healthcare provider. We're certainly accepting new clients and patients. We want to make sure that all of you get the help and support that you need. You can call us directly, 630-980-1400. We are open Monday through Saturday as an essential business, and we are absolutely committed to your health, wellness, and your safety. So give us a call. Let us know what we can do. And then I want to invite you to join us this coming Monday, April 27th, for Understanding the Coronavirus, How to Survive and Thrive. It is on Facebook Live at 6 p.m. Central. It's facebook.com/thecifhw. And again, on Tuesday, April 28th, for Coping with Quarantine. Again, 6 p.m. Central. It is facebook.com/thecifhw. And to your good health, I want to invite you to rejoin us with Dr. Alejandro Junger. We're talking about the Clean 7. And Doc, you were talking about the intersection of functional medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, and intermittent fasting. And you brought up something called the 5 elements. And you've definitely piqued my curiosity. What is that?
In Ayurvedic medicine, they consider that everything in the world, including our bodies, are made of 5 elements. And these are not the elements from the table of elements. These are energetic qualities.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fire, earth, wind, water, and ether.
Ether.
And
okay.
everything in the world has these 5 energies, but one of them or 2 of them are dominant. And those dominant energies are the ones that may go out of balance.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if you have an excess of or a dominance of fire energy, if you eat the fire energy predominant food, your fire element may go out of balance.
Okay.
So those are the body constitutions which the book tells you with a questionnaire how to determine yours.
So this is your
And
Clean
depending
7
on-
book?
Yes, and depending on which constitution is prominent in you and which one is out of balance, there are things that you can eat or not eat to rebalance them.
Tell us about that, because again, another big, a big part of our mission here at Mind Over Matters, as you know, is to educate and empower people to live a life by design. That includes health, happiness, wellness. And wellness and health are more than just an absence of symptoms. Tell us how you teach your patients to do that.
Well, the way and this is a big question.
Yeah, I know.
But basically, one of the things that I really put attention on is our detoxification system.
Huge.
Nobody really talks about in medicine, in allopathic modern medicine, about the detoxification system.
Nope.
The detoxification system is composed of many organs. The kidneys do part of the detox, the intestines do part of the detox, the intestinal flora does part of the detox, the liver does a big part of the detox.
Mm-hmm.
And in medicine, you can see a liver specialist, you can see a kidney specialist, you can see an intestine specialist, a kidney specialist, but nobody puts all of it together.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I found functional medicine that I understood this. And so when you look around, you see the air we breathe, the water we drink and shower with, the cosmetics we use, the medications we consume, the cleaning products that we use in our homes, but mostly the foods that we eat are loaded with toxic chemicals.
Yeah.
Chemicals that may not be toxic in small doses, but the accumulation of them ends up causing disruption in the body.
And the brain.
And of course, in the body.
Yep, the mind.
The brain is part of the body. So once you understand that we already have a detoxification system, and then you learn how to create the conditions for that system to work optimally, it's amazing, because not only the detoxification system benefits, but also the gastrointestinal digestive system, the immune system, and everything else.
Everything benefits. As you said, we're a whole system. And in traditional allopathic medicine, you're right, we have this thing called hyperspecialization. And it's rare that specialists will actually collaborate with each other. We talked about that on the first segment, is the importance of collaboration. I've got a message on my vision board. It keeps me centered every day. It says, experts collaborating on healthcare is a true health community. And we don't see that.
The truth is that today, you go to the kidney specialist, and he puts you on a couple of medications.
Right.
A couple of months later, some of the side effects start showing up. You think of it as another symptom, and now it's giving you indigestion, so you go to the gastroenterologist. The gastroenterologist doesn't even ask you what the kidney specialist did. He adds another couple of medications. Then they give you a side effect from the cardiovascular system.
Yep.
So you go to the cardiologist. And in 5-10 years, you accumulated between 5 and 15 pills.
On average, yep. And for senior citizens and for those with chronic degenerative health issues, that's an underestimate. I think the average number of prescriptions for a 65-year-old today per year, the average number of prescriptions written is 26. I know.
It's atrocious.
It is absolutely atrocious. So we've got a couple minutes before we finish this segment. Tell us a little bit about what people can do from a practical point of view to start reclaiming their health and integrating, functional medicine, Ayurvedic medicine principles of intermittent fasting.
So it's very simple. What I tell people is this. When I'm raising my kids, until 5 or 6 years old, I basically only tell them what not to do. Don't put your fingers in the socket. Don't hit your brother. Don't jump from the balcony. And at a level of wellness, or in the world of wellness, as a species, we are 5-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing we can get is advice on what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell people, don't do this. Don't eat anything, or at least the mostly as possible with chemicals.
Yeah.
So we go to a supermarket, and you see that 90% of things that people buy to eat come in containers with a shelf life.
Yep.
The longer the shelf life, the more chemicals it has to have, so the shorter your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I tell people, eat things that are real food, as nature provided them, not food-like products. And I tell them, if it is a plant, eat it.
Yeah.
If it's made in a plant, don't eat it.
You know, that's a great, simple definition. If it's a plant, eat it. If it's made in a plant, don't eat it. I don't think I could have broken it down any more simply than that, because to your point a moment ago, we are like 5-year-olds, and that's pretty easy for a 5-year-old to understand. Is if it's from a plant, if it's a plant, eat it. If it's from a plant, don't eat it. Stick around. When we come back, we're going to be learning more from Dr. Alejandro Junger and his Clean 7 program. You're listening to Mind Over Matters. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon.
Want vibrant health, more energy, improved weight loss, or even better sleep than you've had in years? TI22 Nutrition has you covered. We offer the best plant-based supplements in their purest form. Our supplements are combined in power packs to create a synergistic effect when taken together. TI22 stands for titanium, and we are committed to helping you achieve optimal health. Order now. Visit TI22Nutrition.com. Stronger bodies, stronger minds.
Do you or a loved one suffer from depression and medications just aren't working? Do the debilitating side effects associated with most antidepressants make them impossible to take? We can help. At the Center for Integrative and Functional Health and Wellness, in partnership with Brainstem, we offer transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a safe and effective drug-free treatment option that can dramatically improve your quality of life. In fact, the majority of our clients experience a significant improvement in mood, with many achieving complete remission. TMS is FDA approved and covered by most insurance companies for the treatment of depression, and has also been shown to be effective in treating other mood disorders like OCD, PTSD, and anxiety. If medications aren't working for you now, chances are they never will. Let us help. Call our TMS Center today at 630-451-8030. That's 630-451-8030. Or visit us online at thecifhw.com.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Mind Over Matters. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. You're listening to our show, Detoxing in a Toxic World, with my very special guest, Dr. Alejandro Junger, the author and creator of the Clean 7 program. If you've missed any of the show, you can catch a podcast on this great station or check us out online, thecifhw.com. Again, thecifhw.com. Questions, email me directly. It's healthandwellness@thecifhw.com. If we can help you restore your health and get you back to a place where you're feeling, vibrant and energized, please give us a call, 630-980-1400. Also, if you're dealing with difficulty right now, maybe it's depression, maybe it's stress through the roof, or fear or anxiety, or you're noticing that the stress of the current situation is really taking its toll on your health, please, please, please give us a call, 630-980. We are an essential business. We're open Monday through Saturday. We are taking new clients. We can get you seen the same day or next day. We want to make sure that you're in a powerful position to reclaim your health and stay healthy. So 630-980-1400. So we're talking about, this integrative approach, combining functional medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, intermittent fasting, and your clean program, Doc. And you've shared with us, a great piece of fundamental advice. If it's a plant, eat it. If it's from a plant, don't eat it. Tell us a little bit more, in this last segment, what we can do to get healthy and stay healthy, body, mind, and spirit.
So I recommend that people read my book and do the program and see the results.
Where can they get information on that, though?
Well, you can buy the book in Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, or any bookstore.
Clean 7.
Or you can go to my website, cleanprogram.com.
Easy.
Or you can follow me on Instagram, Dr. Alejandro Junger. So Dr. Alejandro Junger. But what I want to do with this little time that we have left is give people some practical advice.
Awesome.
So for a while, try to do this. Try to eat real foods, nothing that is a food product, nothing with chemicals, and try to eat mostly plants.
Okay.
Or at least 80% of whatever you eat should be plants.
Love it.
Vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, legumes. And from those, try to eat the rainbow.
Okay.
Because the more diversity in colors and species of plants, the more chances you will have to have not only a healthy intestinal flora, but also a resilient immune system and also in balancing most systems.
Oh, absolutely.
And then also, don't eat all the time.
Yeah.
Especially now that we're all locked in our homes, it's easy to just keep munching.
Yeah.
And we are nervous and we are afraid, so that makes us eat even more.
And bored.
That puts our digestive system in constant work.
Yeah.
So as you digest, and we all know that if you eat a big meal, you fall asleep, because digestion takes energy and steals energy from other systems,
mm-hmm.
from detoxification, from immunity, even from thinking. So eat real foods, eat lots of colors, mostly plants, and don't eat that much.
Yeah.
So that's when intermittent fasting comes in.
Okay.
You have to give the digestive system a rest for the other systems to really pick up and be sturdy. And the immune system is included there.
Yeah. And now more than ever, we need to be fortifying our immune system.
Keep those which are the rules of nature, really, and you'll do better. And remember that the most important things that you can do are free.
Oh, absolutely. And it's an unprecedented opportunity for us to do that now with, many of us have more time on our hands. It's a time to get clean. It's a time to detox from the news, a time to detox our bodies using, the Clean 7 program, this intermittent fasting approach. What about helping our mind, though? You talk, tell us briefly about staying present in the moment and meditation and mindfulness and the effect on overall wellness.
There are a few things that are free for you that are scientifically proven to give your immune system resilience. So it's going out in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the 1900s pandemic, in Paris there was a hospital. They started putting people outside in tents, and just being in the air, made them better.
Absolutely,
right?
It's healthy.
So go out and breathe fresh air, expose yourself to the sun, walk and move. And then sleep is really important.
Yeah.
But one thing that is also very important is meditation.
Yeah.
And that's how you can calm and detox your mind, which will affect everything, including the immune system.
Mm-hmm.
And that will also eventually strengthen your ability to stay in the present.
Yeah. Yeah. It builds a sense of emotional resiliency, physical resiliency, and control really over your thought process. I can't emphasize that enough. I started meditating regularly, as a regular practice. It was probably 3.5 years ago now, and the immediate results, at the time were remarkable. I had a situation involving a significant loss, and I really decided to turn to meditation to calm my mind and interrupt that thought train and thought process. And it was remarkable. So you're talking about really taking control, a healthy sense of control with meditation, as well as with, proper sleep, with eating the rainbow of colors. Any, last minute advice that you want to give our listeners? Because this is great stuff. This is all practical stuff. As you said, it's stuff that doesn't cost us anything more than a decision to make a right turn onto the path of health and wellness.
Yeah. Meditation is so incredibly beneficial, right? I don't really like the term taking control. but
Okay,
it's
you can reframe it.
breaking-
I'm open to that.
It's breaking the habitual, negative, repetitive quality of our thinking mind.
Yes, I would agree.
So that's what we do. What we do by meditation, we come back to the present, where the thinking mind cannot really take control over you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So let me just recap. So they can find your program, Clean 7. They can go to cleanprogram.com. They can check out your website. They can follow you on Twitter at Dr. Alejandro Junger. And, it's Junger at cleanprogram.com. Any other final recommendations before we close up the show? Because, Doc, I definitely want to have you back. There's so much rich information here to heal the mind and heal the body. Anything else you want to leave our listeners with?
Yeah, don't let fear ruin your life, your immune system, and everything else.
Right on, right on.
The likelihood is that you're going to be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're elderly or have an underlying condition, take extra precautions. But for everybody else, it is going to be fine.
Absolutely. We've probably, most of us have developed an immunity to it already. Doc, I want to thank you for coming on the show. You've been a great guest. And for those of you listeners now that are still dealing with health problems, and that could be, mental health problems, it could be fear, please give us a call, 630-980-1400. We absolutely take an integrative approach. Doc, I'm glad you brought up chiropractic. I'm glad you brought up being outside, moving your body, focusing primarily on a plant-based diet and really taking time to, break free from the habitual thought processes that tend to promote fear. And lastly, I want to encourage you all to, go on a low-information diet. Take a break from the news, okay? Because, anything that is a toxic element to our mind or body is going to undermine our immune system. So do what you can in this unprecedented time to get healthy and stay healthy. I want to thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Dr. Aimee Harris-Newon. You're listening to Mind Over Matters. I'll talk to you soon.